Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
I think maybe a topic that could be helpful is talking about why people fall off. Because to your point earlier, 80%, that'd be great. The goal is 100, right? The goal is to get a lead and close a lead. Like that's always the goal. And what I'm finding is that the resources that people are using to understand typically it's project cost, are inaccurate. Just that's a very
so
polite
you're
way
battling
of
against preconceived notions of price.
Yes.
Okay.
So here's what happens. At least in my explanation, here's what happens. People go to Google. They're like, okay, I want to get my bathroom remodeled. First question, how much is it going to cost? Second question, how long is it going to take? Third question, what I want to look like. Something along those lines. Those are kind of their three primary buckets of like, all right, let's start this. Well, in that first question, if you type in, and I don't know if this works for every area of the country, but for the most part, if you type in, how much does it cost to remodel my bathroom? One of the top three, almost guaranteed, one of the top three organic results that you're going to get from Google is going to be a blog post from Angie List. And in there, it says, and I wrote this down because I thought we might talk about this. So let me find this. The average cost for a bathroom remodel ranges from $6,640 to $17,622.
Wow.
With a national average of $12,000.
What is this data being pulled from?
I have no idea. And that article
what are we doing? Are we just replacing the shower head?
Exactly. And so that article was last updated November 11th, 2024. So, less than 3 months ago. Exactly.
Yeah. But what was updated? They added a little bit to it, or?
Exactly. Who knows? But again, my point being is when an unknowing, consumer, prospect, homeowner goes to try to figure out some of this information, they are grossly misled by the information they're finding online. So is
that the first conversation you have?
It's definitely a priority in that initial phone call. Katie will say something along the lines or of, hey, Mrs. Smith, what are you hoping to invest in this project? And then that's where they usually will say, I don't know. And then we go, okay, typically a guest bathroom that we have done in the past ranges from, $30,000 to $50,000. And then, kind of, is that sort of in line with what you're hoping to spend or invest in this project? And then we sort of just sit back and let them cut, some people right off the bat be like, whoa, that's a lot, and we're like, okay, you don't understand. Let's talk about it. And sometimes they're like, oh, I had no idea. And then they come around and it's fine. And other times they're like, I've only got, $6,640 based on Angie to spend to this project. It's like, well, that's awesome. I hope you can find somebody. I don't think we're going to be the right fit. So,
yeah, I know that you're trying to create some more content for social and stuff like that. That's educational. I think you should grab that article from Angie. And I don't know if you've seen like the TikTok style videos where you're a floating head on top of the screen and it's just scrolling through the article and you just say, hey, let's read this article together really quick and understand what Angie can do for you. And yeah, we're going to replace the entire flooring. We're going to put new vanities in. We're going to completely overhaul the shower, and we're going to put, all sorts of new features inside the bathroom. And it's going to be between $7,000 and $17,000 with a national average of $12,000. Well, let me just show you what the materials list looks like for just doing these 5 things to the bathroom. And yeah, we're sitting over the high end that Angie's given already for just materials. We haven't talked about labor. We haven't talked about design. We haven't talked about any of this stuff. So if you're coming into this project with the idea that you're going to be spending $15,000 and walking away with the bathroom of your dreams, you're just not in reality. So I think that's a really valuable thing that you could probably build some content on. And really one of those first conversations that you have, this is what blogs are for. Put a blog about this on your website. And this isn't just go for you. Everyone in our audience is probably dealing with very similar conversations with their leads, right? And this is a blog post you have. This is a resource that you send before you go on a discovery call or a site visit or anything. Hey, excited for our site visit. We always ask that the people that we're about to meet with read these 3 things or watch this video, because it really helps our site visits to go really, really well. Right. So anyways, I think that's such a hard thing that most people are dealing with right now because of inflation, because of I was reading an article about 300,000 is the new 100,000 in terms of salary in the US, where it used to be 10 years ago, like you could make 6 figures. If you could break 100,000, like you felt like you were making really good money and you were proud of your salary. And now 100 grand is not going nearly as far, and not just like a little bit, but like it's not doing enough. And so that was 300 grand is the new 100 grand. And so I think you could do a very similar article in terms of bathroom models, like 80 grand is the new 40 grand or something like that, right? For a bathroom model. So,
yeah. And I think we also have to be cognizant of part of the country you're in, the clientele you serve and your model and things like that.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you, so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.